Hello, my name is Amy Williams, Director of Review and Adoption in the Instructional Materials Division at the Texas Education Agency. Thank you for joining me for the Proclamation 2020 Company Information Form and Statement of Intent to Bid training. The Company Information Form will tell us who performs specific roles at your company and how to get in touch with them. The Statement of Intent to Bid is your official notification that you intend to submit materials in response to a specific proclamation. Only those who submit a statement of intent to bid can submit materials, so it's important to get yours in on time. And there's no harm in doing so because the statement of intent to bid is non-binding. You can withdraw your request to participate at any time prior to adoption. You will need to gather some information before you begin entering your company information form and statement of intent to bid. You will need the contact information for the person primarily responsible for each of the following: submitting the deliverables and attending or at least communicating with staff during the state review panel meetings. Ensuring contracts accurately reflect the products and prices you wish to make available in EMAT and obtaining appropriate signatures on those contracts. Preparing and submitting the NIMAS files that are needed for the production of accessible versions of print materials and facilitating the third-party accessibility audit for any electronic materials. Managing production, handling new orders, and providing customer service to districts who've already placed an order. You will also need specific information about the product you intend to submit for review, including the program title and authors, media formats, the percentage of TEKs you believe your product covers, and the specific technical requirements for any electronic material. You will access the company information form and statement of intent to bid in one of two ways. If you're a vendor with currently adopted materials and you already have an EMAT login, you will go to your vendor start page and click on the links for the company information form and statement of intent to bid. If you do not have an EMAT login, don't worry. You'll just need to go to the publisher portal and scroll down until you find the section titled EMAT Login. Under that heading, you'll find a sentence that says publishers who do not have EMAT usernames and passwords can click here to submit bid information. Once you click the link, I suggest that you bookmark that page because you'll need to come back to it often. If you don't have an EMAT login and are using the link on the publisher portal, you'll be directed to the publisher bid start page. The first thing you'll need to do is select a proclamation year, which in this case is 2020. It's also a good idea to review the list of publisher names that are already in EMAT to make sure that you're not already on that list. So if you look at the list and don't find your name, just close out of it and then click I don't see my publisher name listed. At that point, you'll be taken to the company information form where you'll need to enter all of the information. Once you've entered the information, you can print a copy for your records and then click Save and Submit. On the company information form, you'll need to designate the main TEA contact, which is the person responsible for submitting most deliverables. There's a good chance that if you're completing the company information form, you are the main TEA contact. The bids and contracts contact is responsible for submitting bids and receiving and returning contracts. The accessible materials contact is responsible for the NIMAS files and accessibility report. The production manager is responsible for producing instructional materials. The sales contact is who districts would contact when placing a new order, and the customer service contact assists those who've already placed an order. You may want to use a project mailbox email address instead of an individual email address as sort of an insurance policy. You'll have to remember to update this form in the event of staff turnover, so using a project email address would reduce the risk of an email going unseen when a person leaves or changes roles. When you're finished with the company information form, you just need to click Continue to Statement of Intent to Bid. This will take you to your bid status page, which once you've entered some statements of intent to bid, you'll see listed in the table. If it's your first time, you'll just click Next. From there, you'll be taken to the Statement of Intent to Bid page where you'll be asked to enter very specific information about the program you're intending to submit. Anytime you see the little magnifying glass, you can click on that and you'll select the items for that field from a drop-down list. When you're done entering your information, you can print a copy of the Statement of Intent to Bid for your records and you can click Submit to send it to TEA. You won't see this reject button. That's something that we have here at the agency. And then once you're done, you just click Go Back to Program Item List, and you can keep repeating that until you've entered all of your statements of intent to bid. The publisher name will be pre-populated from the company information form, but you'll be asked to provide the rest of the information. The MLC is a 4-digit code that we've created to identify a specific subject area and grade level or course. In the program title field, you will enter the name of the program, but you do not need to include any references to the media format or subscription length. Anyone who contributed to the content development needs to be listed in the author field. You will be given 3 opportunities to provide the TEKS coverage percentage, so it's okay if you're not entirely sure what percentage of the TEKS are covered in your materials. You just need to enter your best estimation, but remember, the material must cover at least 50% of the TEKS. In the media format field, you need to mark every media format that you intend to offer the materials in. So if you plan to sell a print version and an online version, you would mark both print and online. If your product contains any electronic or digital content, you must include the specific technical requirements one must meet in order to access that content. You will have an opportunity to update everything except the MLC when you submit your complete description. Hopefully, knowing that will alleviate some of the stress and worries about this form. It is my goal for all of you to be successful when you enter your statement of intent to bid, so I'm going to share a series of tips for success. First, please submit a separate statement of intent to bid for each title and associated course. For example, if I want to submit a book titled The Best English Book Ever, and I believe this book covers at least 50% of the TEKS for English 1 and for creative writing, I would submit 2 different statements of intent to bid. One for the Best English Book Ever for English 1, and another for the Best English Book Ever for creative writing. If you plan to offer content in a variety of media formats and the content you plan to use for your citations to demonstrate TEKS coverage is the same in each media format, you only need to submit 1 statement of intent to bid. Then you would mark each media format within that statement of intent to bid. You will have an opportunity to provide us more information about the different media formats later in the process. You will have an opportunity to make changes or update the information you provide on the statement of intent to bid when you submit a complete description. The TEKS coverage percentage you provide in April after working on your correlations will be the official TEKS percentage against which your product will be reviewed. The statement of intent to bid deadline is a hard deadline. You must submit no later than 5 o'clock on Friday, December 7th. If you're even considering participating in Proclamation 2020, you need to submit a statement of intent to bid. Remember, this isn't a binding agreement. You can withdraw at any time before adoption, but if you don't submit a statement of intent to bid, you can't decide later that you want to participate. Hopefully, I've provided you with all of the information you need to successfully submit your company information form and statement of intent to bid. But if I have not, or if you have questions along the way, please call us at 512-463-9601 or send an email to review.adoption@tea.texas.gov. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to working with you.